Hi. Ignore the construction sounds you can for sure hear, and also the fact that I just fucking lost like a head of hair. Uh, my hair was like the most complimented element of my appearance, which kind of sounds bad for the rest of my appearance, but it's just because it really like called attention upon itself because it was enormous and beautiful. So yeah, and now I don't have that anymore because I went to the fucking hairstylist and I said, I just want to trim, please, and to fix up my curtain bangs. And he said, yeah, sure, gotcha. You know where my hair was? My hair was at my hips. How is that a trim? I'm even pulling it because like my hair is like wavy, so it goes up, but like wavy, it was hitting me here. Do you see that? It was hitting me here. I get that hair is just hair, and this video is gonna be so fucking embarrassing because like obviously there are so many bigger things in the world and crying because someone cut your hair wrong, but like my hair was the pillar upon which my self-esteem like stood, because I generally don't like the way I look, and the one thing that I genuinely have always thought was objectively pretty was my hair. I like the color and I love the length. I have a very particular vision for how I want to look and how I want the world to look and what I like, and really long hair was absolutely a part of that. And now I just don't have it, and I feel like when people look at me in the street and when I look in the mirror, I'm not even looking at myself. Like, I don't know who this bitch is. I'm thinking when I go to Germany I might dye it. I feel like having a different color would make me feel a little bit better about it, and since it's shorter now, it should be less expensive, I guess, to dye. And I just feel so fucking stupid because like I did tell him a very specific amount to trim and he didn't respect that. But I also like usually when I go to the hair salon I make a big deal of being like, hey, I'm really like attached to my hair. If you fuck up, I'm gonna be very upset. Please maintain the like length as much as possible. And this time I just didn't do that. I told him how much I wanted cut, and I didn't really do like, and I told him that I was attached to my hair, but I didn't really do like a whole thing because I didn't want to be, I don't know, I didn't want to like impose or seem annoying. And that was my mistake. Don't be afraid to look annoying, because if you aren't annoying, you never get what you want. Hi everyone. So maybe yesterday I overreacted just a tiny bit about my hair, but I also kind of feel entitled to it because like I feel like we're always undermining our own pain, and like obviously hair is kind of a stupid thing to be sad about because it grows back and it actually has no bearing on like the world. But at the same time I feel like people in general, and also especially women, or like people who are seen as women by society, are conditioned to like feel ashamed of the profundity of their feeling, like the way people act about how women are fans of certain things, and like the whole stereotype of the fangirl, or the stereotype of a boy crazy woman, or even a bitch. So like your anger isn't valid, it makes you a bitch. Your admiration, my dog just slipped on his own food. Anyway, your admiration makes you a crazy fangirl or a groupie, and your sadness or your heartbreak makes you like boy crazy or whatever, or like a crazy ex-girlfriend. So like that is my complex explanation for why I am entitled to cry over my hair. I'm still sad today. I'm taking some pictures for a brand. I got sent this dress to make some content for them. I'm still sad because I was looking at the pictures and I was like, oh, if only you had my long hair. Oh, look at my nails, they look good though. The pictures didn't turn out good because the weather isn't really agreeing with me, and I'm kind of worried because I wanted to take these pictures before I went to Berlin, because it's gonna be way too cold to take good pictures in this dress there. So today is Thursday, I'm leaving on Sunday, and I have a lot of things to do. I had to take these pictures, didn't really work. I'm gonna look through the ones I did take and see if I can salvage any of it. I have to finish a core set that a friend of mine ordered, and I need to talk with my sister because we have to have like a long chat about how things are gonna be there. I have to arrange lunch with my aunt because I have to see her before I leave. I have to like go to the post office to send some things that people bought because I'm selling my used clothes since I'm leaving. So much, and I still haven't finished my like packing. You're just regularly packing for a trip, you can like finish packing a long time before you actually go because you don't have to take everything. I'm taking like everything, so all my meds, all my like hygiene things, not all but like almost all. So I can't really like finish packing right now because I'm still using stuff. I will probably only finish packing on Sunday. I leave at night, so it's okay to finish in the morning, and I will bring you along then probably because I'm gonna have to decide still like if I'm really taking stuff because I thought I would have more space than I actually do.
Não, Vitória, vamos estar bem, Vitória. Não mudar. Não, vocês são muito duas.
Rio de Janeiro, Associação dos Amigos do Teatro Municipal. Cícero Gomes, Mirta Fernanda Martini, em La...
Kurz einige Informationen zum heutigen Serviceverlauf geben. Sobald wir unsere Reiseflughöhe
I always forget I'm doing a vlog. Hi everyone, it's Tuesday and I'm in Berlin. You're in my room. Yay. Sorry if I look awful. I'm still a little like jet lagged and just feeling weird from the flight. I wanted to have recorded more about like how I got here and all of that for the vlog. But honestly, I was just kind of nervous, but also focused at the same time in the airport, so I just couldn't be bothered to pick up the phone and like film. Because this was my first time traveling internationally alone. In general, I have only ever traveled with someone before, either with my parents or my sister or with my school friends. So I had never actually traveled alone before, and this was a big international trip. And it was also even more complicated because I'm not coming to Germany as a tourist, I'm coming as an immigrant, which always makes things more complicated. And I don't have a German passport, I don't have any European passport, I have a Brazilian passport, only that. Honestly, Brazilian passport isn't that bad, like you don't need to visit for that many places, but it's also not great. And I don't know, I was really worried that something might go wrong in immigration. But honestly, this was like one of the smoothest like travels I've ever had, because I always get picked up for random searches. I don't know if that has some kind of meaning to it, but I always get picked up for random searches. They always open my bags. I have had to go to the little like police room. They've wanted to like undo my things. They always think there's something with me. I was really worried that something wasn't gonna go right. I had my documents, but the thing with Germany is you don't get your visa before at like an embassy or anything. You come here and then you apply for the visa. I had my uni acceptance letter and my health insurance and also just my German Abi for whatever reason, and the things for the apartment. So, you know, they knew I had somewhere to stay, had a reason for being here, I already had insurance, all of that. But I thought the guy might like ask me more questions or like want to check things. But honestly, like he read my uni letter and that was that basically. He just asked me if I could speak German for whatever reason. Like that's not something you need, but I guess because my degree is like German literature, he was like, why are you here? Because I was speaking English to him. Obviously my German is fluent, but I just feel safer in English because German is just so much more complicated, and the association I have with German is always like a school environment, as I don't really have anyone in my family or life that speaks German. I have never really consumed that much German media. I guess I read in Germany, but like I don't really watch shows or that kind of thing. And English, I have so much like interaction with the English language, so I just feel a bit safer in it. It just feels more natural for me. Yeah, I just wanted to explain how things went since I didn't film much. My flight was fine. I feel like I am a good traveler, not in like I'm so like I'm more like I'm superior or more trained or something. I have traveled a lot in my life, so maybe that has to do with it, but I just naturally like I don't really get sick in planes. I don't really have any kind of fear related to the plane and that kind of thing. I sleep well on planes. So this is my room. It's an absolute mess. I'm gonna show you how much of a mess it is because it's really quite small, and I only have my bed and the clothing rack here, so there's no storage space. And obviously I brought a lot of things because I moved here, so like my whole life is in these two suitcases that are on the floor spilling everywhere. But I just came back from running some errands and I bought baskets and some other stuff from the room. And also today we're gonna pick up my desk because school starts Monday and I need a desk. I think I'm gonna do a separate video showing you like how I'm gonna decorate this room because I think it's interesting since it is very small, and I think a lot of like uni students have small rooms because you know you don't really have that much overflowing cash when you are a university student, so most of us have smaller rooms. But yeah, thank you for following me all the way to Germany. I am sorry if the light sucks over here. I'm trying to find better places to film. My room is north facing, so there is never actually good sunlight. I'm just gonna show you what I got. First of all, deodorant, because I didn't bring any because you're not allowed these. Are you allowed to put these in your bag? Like what's the word for that? The one you send like in the airplane. Got something for hair. My hair is always awful in Germany. I think it's because of all the hard water. But so I bought some things. I also bought shampoo and conditioner, but those were already in the bathroom. For storage, I got these two baskets or co-ops. I was saying before I didn't have like any storage space, but now I do actually. Let me show you. Because my sister gave me this. It's honestly not like the cutest thing in the world, but it's needed. It works right now. It's not offensive or anything. And honestly, here's the mess. I brought quite a few clothes, but it's not an insane amount. It's so much less than what I have in Rio. So honestly, I think everyone's gonna fit either hanging or folded. But if things don't fit, I intend to buy some boxes for under the bed. I was gonna do that today, but then I was looking around and I just thought that I didn't really need to spend that money right now. I decided that I didn't really like have enough things to justify getting those right now. I didn't, but if at any point things start getting crowded over here, because I don't think I will ever get a wardrobe, I just don't have the space, and also they're really expensive, I'll just buy some boxes to put under here, and there's plenty of space. Is it dirty under there? I also got this little basket as a trash can. No way, it already broke. It's okay, it's on the floor, I don't need to hold it. And I got a canopy. It cost €7. If you've been following me on here, you know I had a canopy back in my room in Rio, and it was my favorite thing in the world. But unfortunately, I couldn't bring it, obviously, because it's like big and bulky. And I had seen a canopy in the IKEA website, but it was really expensive, and I just did not have the capacities for that. But this, it cost $7. Obviously, it's not like fancy or anything, but mine in Rio wasn't fancy either. It was like a mosquito net, and this one is also just like a regular old thing, and I just think it's cute. I have to say, I think it's ugly in the way that this bedroom is decorated, because it's like more fancy and sober with like these walls and stuff, and then this is so airy, it just looks kind of cheap. But in my room, it's not gonna look cheap because the rest of the room isn't like this fancy. I don't think I've said this before. My plan for the room is to look like a good room in a seaside inn. I also got fountain pen ink because I forgot all my ink in Rio and I had so much. I was gonna get a bunch, but that taught me that I constantly lose my ink. So I decided to just get one. When I need more, I'll get more. I don't know if anyone's actually interested in this, but I thought I'd just show you how I'm organizing things. The shelves are deep, but they're pretty small, so I'm still thinking about it. But here, I just have mini skirts. These are pleated, so that's why I can't fold them like this. These are my tennis playing skirts. This is just a pair of shorts. I only brought one pair of shorts, and it feels so weird to only have this one because you have to wear so many shorts in Rio. And here I have some corsets because I only had like this narrow space, and the corsets fold a lot since they're like, you know, they built out of these thin slips. So I put them here for that reason. And here right now you only have this dress. I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do with it because I wanted to hang it. But it has like elastic sleeves and I'm worried of like wearing out the elastic or something. But I'm thinking about it. And then here we have like knits that can't hang obviously because they'll get deformed. And then I'm gonna put some my long sleeved tops here. I think here just my cardigan, sweater, cardigan, and the long sleeves. And then down here I'm gonna just put bulky coats that I don't want in the clothing rack because I said clothing rack. Because right now it's like just a bunch of stuff because back when I first came here in December, I didn't have that, so everything went here. And I want to do a thing where I just have my very favorite clothes here, so it looks good because my favorite clothes usually have the same color palette, and just makes sense for me. That's why I'm so sure about the dress because I really want to hear because it's like my favorite dress, but I have to figure out the whole elastic thing. Maybe I'll fold it over, but I don't know. Good morning everyone, it's Wednesday, so I got here the day before yesterday and a lot of progress has been made with my room. Let me show you. So I'm already gonna start with the mess just to prepare you because I was moving everything around. It was really hard to find like places for things, so I just threw everything on my bed. If you remember, my bed was here yesterday, right in front of the door, which is bad vibes. So I moved it. I know like it's officially bad vibes, but I personally, genuinely in my heart, just felt it was so weird. Like it didn't seem right. It was in the wrong spot. This just seems so much more right, like across from the door, diagonally. I don't know how to explain. It's just better. Also, the heater, like temperature controller thing, this is on this side. And yesterday I fucking hit my head on it so hard in the middle of the night. On here, everything is just straight and better. Straight and better. Wow, I didn't think I was a homophobe. Anyways, here is my clothing rack. It looks so good. I'm gonna move the bags because I don't think they look very good. But like the actual clothing rack as kind of like a decoration thing, I just feel like it looks so good. Everything's kind of compressed now because I moved it. Check it out. Doesn't that just look good? Some of these on this end don't look that good. I'm not sure where I'm gonna put these because this skirt, for example, I love it and it has to hang, but it's gray and it doesn't match. But I guess sometimes practicality has to be, you know, prioritized. And then I put the thingy here next to the window. I was worried about it blocking light, but honestly, it's not like right next to the window because of the heater. And it's not very tall. It doesn't affect the light situation that much. And thankfully, I have very good windows over here. I should probably not show you like my actual window because I feel like it's a pretty recognizable spot. And I don't want any serial killers coming here. Honestly, these curtains in hindsight seem to have been a bad idea. I just don't think they look very good. Don't look at the window. And they're too long. I always prefer like long curtains on short windows because I feel like it makes it makes the room look better. It makes the windows look longer somehow. But here specifically, it just looks so messy and it's so too long for the room. So I'm thinking of just cutting them up, honestly. Here's the bed, of course, a mess. It's gonna look better soon. And here is my table. I don't know why, but this looks kind of sad. I think it's just because there's such a long expanse of white wall with nothing behind it, so it gives a bad vibe. I think I thought this table would be more cream, like a warmer beige. It's kind of grayish, a little bit colder, but honestly, I dig it. This is not the definitive chair. It's honestly the dinner table chair. Because we have 4 dinner table chairs and we're 3 people, so I just stole. I think I might try to do something a little bit more colorful because since the color, I love the table, but since the color is kind of drab, I might try to go with like a cuter vintage chair to kind of spice up this side. And of course, I'm gonna have like shelves here because that just is what makes sense. It's such a long, expensive wall, and I'm also looking for the perfect art print to put up here. Here's my little trash can. Mas você sabe o que os cisnes acham? Não sei.